A lot of people listen. A lot of people, Elijah, we were just talking about YouTube. A lot of people watch the show, and you yourself may be saying, I want to be in the business. It's a tough business. It's very difficult, but you can do it. Stay in the game, and you can have a 39-year career, 9-year career, 15-year, 25+, 10+, almost 20 for me come this May. So, yeah, encourage the people who want to do this.
100%.
And then you know what, Rob? When you do that, you might get your jersey retired. You might just don't start eating your spaghetti over there.
You already know. I'm not even trying to hear
You
this.
might just get your jersey retired.
And I got meatballs to go with it as well.
Yeah, well, I'm about to throw one of those at you for booing what Chicago was absolutely going to do. Now, for those of you who don't know, Derrick Rose, it has been announced, they put out a video of him. He was with all the higher up, the brass with the Chicago Bulls, and they said, ha, 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 we're going to honor you this day, blah, blah, blah. Oh, and by the way, we're going to put your jersey up in the rafters. Now, you are the literal only person that I personally know, that had an issue with this. Also, who didn't know this wasn't coming? Outside of Michael Jordan, there is no more popular. I didn't say better. You can Scottie Pippen. There's no more popular Chicago Bull, and maybe you can even argue, I don't know if Scottie was better. We will never know because he didn't get to have the duration of a career healthy, than Derrick Rose. He's from Chicago. He's beloved. His number one, 2 players have tried to come there and say, yo, I need the number 1. That's my number. And they got booed off the number, and they had to give the number back up. This was obvious. This was the right decision. He's an MVP of the league, multiple-time All-Star, Rookie of the Year, All-NBA, and revived the Bulls for a few years when all they talked about was, remember the good old days of Michael Jordan? Absolutely, this was going to happen. He's one of the more beloved players in the NBA, period, not even just in Chicago, the last 25 years. Rob, come on now. I believe you are contextualized enough to understand that this is different than just, some odd player who was who do the Memphis Grizzlies do? Grit and grind. What's his name? Tony Allen. I can understand your Tony Allen. I get that. Derrick Rose?
No, it's not that. It's bigger than that.
Okay.
You're putting it next to Michael Jordan, who won 6 championships? Is that so what is the standard for the Chicago Bulls? And it's not anything to disparage. You could like him. He could be a part of the organization. You want to do something. You can't do, you're going to put. Who are you putting up next to Michael Jordan?
First of all, I can't put any, who can I? Y'all don't even want to put LeBron next to Michael Jordan, right?
The next Bulls player that wins you a championship deserves to be up in the rafters. You could look at the Yankees. They've retired a ton of numbers. You would be hard pressed to not say that they're all justified because they won championships. Nobody in Monument Park or have their numbers retired didn't win a championship with the Yankees. That's their standard. Paul O'Neill got his number retired. He was on 4 championship teams. So you can't argue with that. You got to be careful. The Mets are about to retire David Wright's number. Tell me what David Wright did for the Mets.
He was good, but that.
And if you want to say, well, they retired Strawberry and Gooden, guess what? The 1986 Mets was the first World Series they won since 1969, and they changed that team. Would you agree?
Oh, without a doubt. They were their own. They were a phenomenon.
They were a phenomenon.
Yeah, without a doubt.
All right, and that's what I'm talking about. It's got to be of that ilk.
But I hear you.
This is not against Derrick Rose, and he's a great guy. He's from Chicago. I understand it. Be careful when you start picking people based off of that and not on a standard. So let me ask you.
Mm-hmm.
What? Shouldn't he get a statue too? He's from Chicago.
I would say no, but I also don't think that's far-fetched. Because going back to what I said.
A statue should be for some.
I agree. Listen, I would actually agree with you if we just sat here and listed off in any sport, baseball, NFL, NBA, 100 people, we'd probably agree on 94 of the 100. 94% we would agree on.
Like Tony Allen, Tony
don't need a statue.
But I'm just saying, even retiring his number, as good as he was, and I get all that, that's not your standard.
The only reason
that's
why
not your
the
standard.
pushback I gave you then when we talked about it, as I get, but Memphis Grizzlies don't have a standard.
No, but you need to set a standard.
The Yankees are literally the most standard in all of American sports. Out, if you want to say the Celtics are there,
the Yankees
and
have to use triple numbers pretty soon. They don't have any more numbers.
Up to bat. Number 105.
Right.
Like I agree, but that's the point. Their standard is so ridiculous.
Their standard is
the
high.
Grizzlies are the best team we had. You know who that was, Elijah? It was the grit and grind Grizzlies. So Zebo, Tony Allen, Marc Gasol, get y'all butts up there in the rafters, because that might be the best we have. Ja Morant, you up next as long as you stay Ja Morant, not Ja Wick, and keep grabbing these guns. So my thing is with Derrick Rose, there are a handful of people in sports where we have to contextualize. You know another player? He was great, but he got cut short literally because he was killed. Sean Taylor, another person. He's got a statue. Everybody loves him. Contextualize, like you already saw the greatness. There was no longer a question of greatness. It was how great could he be?
I'll give you another one. When Pat Riley retired Michael Jordan's number. That was out of place.
That was weird.
That was out of place.
From a super competitive guy to like Pat Riley, that was weird.
Like really, he wasn't Jackie Robinson when they retired number 42 everywhere. Jackie Robinson changed the
color.
country.
That's a whole Am
I right?
I love MJ. We all, but that was a little weird. I think you ever had somebody do something to you so
that
nice
made no sense
that
to
you
me.
make you feel weird? Like that was a little weird. Like, hey, I got you this, and then you're like, thank you. I think that was a little weird. But my whole point is, Derrick Rose of all people, you just know his jersey was going to be retired because literally he won an MVP. If he was just an all-star, I could sit here and be like, yeah, I get it. He won Rookie of the Year. He won an all-star. He was all NBA. Like
that's not to me. That's not. It's the same thing.
MVP, Rob?
Was he top 7? Is he top 75 player? He's not even top 75.
But I think we all would agree he was going to be. Like, clear as day, he was going to be.
But you need, when you're starting to, and that's the point, when you start to give these people to retire their numbers or put up statues, if you're not even in the lore of the league, you can't do it.
He is, though. He's so beloved.
And here it is. Yeah. I'll tell you this. If he was from Chattanooga, Tennessee, would his number be? If he was from
possibly.
No.
Yeah, he would.
No.
I think it plays a role.
No, he wouldn't.
But no,
this is because he's from
what
Chicago.
I'm saying is, what he has in his favor, Rob, is the unknown. Believe it or not, the unknown is his favor, because we all go, who's the number one? Anytime you have a sports conversation, who's the number one, man? What could have been? Everyone says Derrick Rose, because he was so young and so great that you go, man, had he had another 8 to 10 years, it would have been ridiculous. So again,
but it's not based off of projections.
But here's my last point. Rob, we didn't say he's going to the Hall of Fame. I'd give you that. I would give you that.
But he should be.
But this is the jersey retired for Chicago.
But if the Bulls are saying he's on that plateau, and the only reason that his career, they could still look at him and go, this guy was a great player and should be in there, won a Rookie of the Year, won MVP. Rob G, jump in.
Yeah.
This is just quickly for you, Rob, because even though I agree with you, I'm going to preface that. There are two other names in jerseys that have retired alongside Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. Jerry Sloan. You know what his NBA accolades were as a player for the Bulls?
Now that was ridiculous, too.
2-time All-Star.
Yeah.
4-time All-Defensive First Team.
Well,
and I'm going to tell you why.
Well, let me tell you this. The Bulls, though, in their history, you know what their history
so here's the next one.
And
Bob Love.
And that's a mistake.
3-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA second team. Bob Love. Yeah. So as much as I agree with you that the Derrick Rose threshold is way too low, his career, as brief as it was in Chicago, is arguably better than the other two guys they got up there.
Arguably it was.
No. But this is the thing. The standard, because they did what
Memphis, and that's what I'm saying. They did it until they got Jordan.
No, but they did that, which they shouldn't have done, because that is not the standard.
But what I'm saying is people don't have the standard. Like, everybody isn't the Lakers, the Celtics, and 2 or 3 other franchises, right? Like, if you're the Dallas Mavericks, it's going to be it's Dirk, soon to be Luka, Rolando Blackman, Jason Kidd, but even Jason Kidd, because specifically for that team, is like, oh, okay, maybe the Nets more so than but that's my point. Everybody can't be the Lakers, Celtics, and the Bulls really ain't got nothing but Jordan. Like, he's the only standard. They don't have this history of standards.
I'm fine with that.
Like, the Lakers have 60 years of 70 years of standards.
When the next guy who delivers a championship from the Bulls, should be put up there.
But that's statue territory. Why can't it just be this? Just a jersey,
I just think, all right, does Derrick Rose...
By the way, Rodman might be next to the Bulls, by the way. You know about Glorilla. We put you up on Glorilla. Did you listen to any? We told you about her last week.
Oh, yeah. Florida, Glorilla, or what else? I know
just
all
stop
that.
there. Just
Hey,
stop
Rob,
there.
you know I saw Flo Rida at a concert.
See?
Was there more than 80 people there?
No, it was one of those like the Jingle Ball version of whatever the San Diego one was.
Yeah.
And it was outdoors. It was their summer one. And when I tell you that Flo Rida with his like 3 hits put on a better show than everybody else that was there, at one point, because if you ever see Flo Rida, he's like,
your uncle who's buff as heck.
yeah, he's like 6 feet tall, like 240, like a jack.
He played college basketball, believe it or not.
He's a big dude.
Yeah.
He was sitting on another big dude's shoulder, running through the audience.
Okay. That's put on the show. That's it
was great.
Yeah.
I mean, Rob looks like he's choking. He can't imagine the thought of one big black dude on top of another big black dude running through. I mean, that's not bad.
All right.
But
this ain't how I thought the show would end, with me having to like give you Heimlich maneuver over here. And that's about all you getting is Heimlich. If it's mouth to mouth, then God just wanted you.
I'm done, right?
If it's mouth to mouth, it's gonna be the next thing. It's gonna be.
Would you give me mouth to mouth if I was choking?
Say goodbye.
Well, yeah, only because your birthday's coming up.
To Rob.
But if your birthday was like in July, nah,
that
ain't gonna happen.
Alex, would you give me mouth to mouth if I was
It's
choking?
so hard to say goodbye.
I give you mouth to mouth?
If I was choking.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, good. But Alex just saved your life.
Rob, what am I scared of?
Right.
It's not.
Between me and Kelvin, I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm giving you 2 Heimlichs.
You know what's crazy, Rob?
Hey, that's
You think a guy with 3 kids would be comfortable?
Right.
No, I am. Let me tell you, I just explained
You're
this
not
to
going to
somebody.
try to save my life?
I am
Wow.
extraordinarily comfortable, and comfortable what I won't do either. I'll be like, dang, Rob, we had a good
What
run.
do you mean?
Wow.
They'll be like, I'll be on the phone calling the paramedics.
I'm
You
good at
gotta
that.
take care of
I am
it.
great at that. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, he's right here. He's about 60, 61. Yes, that's right. About 6'2". And I have you. They will tell me everything
All
to do
I
except
would do
that.
is I would take my Crest white strips. I would put them on your lips right here.
Hold on,
like
listen.
that.
Don't
Instead
tell
of
me about my
on your
lips.
teeth, I put them the white strips. And then I would give you mouth to mouth. So our lips aren't really touching.
First of all, as slow as you would be take forever, I
Rubbed
would
it in your
die.
face big Look at
I
the time.
would die. I'd be sitting there like,
What?
You'd be
What
like,
was that? Wait.
Rob,
Rubbed it in your
Rookie,
face
can
big
you go
time.
Can you go get my backpack and get the thing? And man,
That's
something
all.
ain't right, but I'm still riding it. Yeah, don't ever talk about my lips again, ever in your life. Okay, I don't want to hear. I don't hear nothing about yo and lips, and be looking at me ever again in your life.
Rubbed it in their face big.
You understand me? Let me go meet my maker. Okay, at that point, it is time for me to go see Big Mama and them. It is time to be Moses waiting on me. It is that time. I don't want to hear nothing about your lips. Looking at me. Don't look me in my eye. You talk about my lips
All
either.
I said was I would put a white strip
You
on
ain't
your
putting
lips.
nothing on my lips.
That's
Matter of
gotta
fact,
be
I'm
racist.
turning this way the rest of the show, Elijah.
All right.
Let's get to the
All right,
calls.
877-99. All
Okay,
What
Don,
we
I'd
got?
save you. Don't worry.
right.
Alex, you can. Just put a little sea moss before, though.
All right.
Who we got?
Cody in
Cody, save the
Miami.
show, Cody.
Cody, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio.
Tired.
All right. Yeah. Cody,
Oh, yeah,
what
we're
are you
talking
doing?
about Derrick Rose jersey, retired or nah? What you got, Cody?
Retired or not? No, he's a very. I understand what Rob's saying, but he's the absolute exception to the rule. This isn't Derek Coleman. This isn't Ben Simmons. This is he's an embodiment of what class, grit, everything that you really want in sports. And I think the organization was classy by doing that for him. If you want to say, well, he's not, he didn't win a championship, that's fine. But he, outside of the onslaught of injuries, he could have. I really think it was him. It would have been him, Curry, LeBron, and Wade. He would have been part of that group.
Yeah.
So
The Pistons
Without a
have
doubt.
not. The Pistons have not. All right.
And that's blasphemy. I know where you're
all right,
going. That's
have
blasphemous.
Have not retired Grant Hill's number.
Oh, I thought you were going, they
No.
haven't put the statue up of Zeke yet.
But I'm just saying, Grant Hill's number. Grant Hill was another guy who got hurt. Mm-hmm. Grant Hill's in the Hall of Fame, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because of his college career and whatnot. And he's a classy guy. But I'm telling you, the only reason Derrick Rose is getting it is because he's from Chicago. Thanks,
But I would
Cody.
add, thank you to Chris. I would add, though, as great as Derrick and Grant Hill was, he wasn't an MVP.
He was
G.
rookie of the year. He was He was
Right.
rookie of the year.
He wasn't an MVP. Derrick Rose was an MVP. Ain't that right, Tim?
Chili Tim in Atlanta. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Chili Tim?
What up, fella?
Chili Tim, if I was choking, would you help me?
You can hear Tim laughing. He been laughing.
Yeah, I was laughing. But first of all, Rob, let's say this. If you're choking and someone gives you CPR, yeah, you might want to check your credentials because CPR is not for choking.
Okay.
It's for Heimlich, okay?
Tim, that's why I told him I'm gonna give him the hockey. He got 2 Heimlichs
All
in
right,
me. That's
so
at that point he's
all right,
going to see Jesus.
So I passed out. I'm blue. You know what I mean? Now I'm just sitting there.
Yeah, well, I'm not a medical doctor. I'm a PhD, but I still would be kind of ethical. I would try to do everything I could to save your life.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying. That's it.
He don't sit here. He don't sit next to you all day.
What's
You
all
feel
right?
different, Tim.
Okay, but here's my thing with Derrick Rose. I don't think he deserves his jersey retired because I feel like this. Now, if the Bulls say they have a standard, right? They say, okay, if a player achieves this, if a player achieves that, and you say that's the standard we have, then state that. Because, again, I'm just going to use, I know one is college and one is pros, but like with North Carolina, like all the great players they had, but they could only get their jersey retired if they were a first-team All-American. Like, so set the standard. If there's a standard, if the Bulls say, well, if he's an MVP or if he makes so many first teams, okay, then let that be known. Just let us know the standard for what it is, so we'll know that you.
Well, the standard was Jerry Sloan, so the standard wasn't that high, Tim.
No, but after you put Michael Jordan, that changed everything.
But see, that's the
And then
thing
you don't
right
even
there,
have
too.
Horace Grant who won 3 championships.
And Horace Grant could be up
Right,
there.
Tim? Tim, where's Horace Grant?
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. If you don't have anybody from those runs of those 6 championships, those guys should be up there before anybody else to me.
I don't
agree.
think you guys grasp the magnitude of Derrick Rose, like what he means to that town, that city, that team.
I just
like,
said
I don't know
that
y'all-
if he
like,
wasn't from Chicago, he wouldn't be getting
well,
this.
If was a fifth, we'd all be
No,
drawn.
but I'm
he
saying-
is from Chicago.
But that shouldn't be the reason, not just because you're from somewhere.
But that's why I said contextualizing. What you got for us?
So here's another one. All right.
Rob,
You guys
stop giving all these
No,
away.
no.
You over here
So
on the
you-
wrong side of this.
No, you disagree on Derrick Rose.
Yes.
Here's another Bulls player.
Are you coughing
Yeah,
too?
we all been through it the last few
Yeah.
weeks.
Alex, he's
Okay.
coughing as well. I didn't hear a cough.
During his Bulls tenure, 3-time All-Star, 1-time All-NBA, 3-time All-Defensive Team.
Dennis Rodman.
No, but I'm just, is that the criteria? If no championships,
Okay.
just like Derrick Rose, does that guy get his jersey retired?
He's a Bull?
He's a Bull.
So did he win any championships?
No.
You said none?
No.
Wait, say it one more time.
Who's this?
I think I know who you're about to say.
Joakim Noah?
Joakim Noah.
Not Joakim Noah. I mean, I can look that one up
Okay.
too. But 3 All-Star,
Okay.
No, that,
1 All-NBA, or excuse me, 1 All-NBA second team, 3 All-Defensive teams.
Luol Deng?
No.
who is it?
Jimmy Butler.
No.
Oh, no.
But I'm just saying, like,
You did two things.
Where, is it?
Two things. You
Okay.
didn't say MVP. I think y'all are underselling like this man was the best player, like MVP. Like that's crazy. And he was the
Yeah.
youngest ever.
And he got the award. They gave him an award.
Yeah.
So he got an award for that, didn't
And
he?
he did.
Okay. All right. That doesn't mean that because you have that, you also you could go around the NBA and look at everybody's
I
winning
wonder if
MVP.
there's an MVP. Did they not have a jersey
Yeah,
retired?
I bet you
somewhere?
there are.
I mean, from like not 1943.
I believe he'd be the only MVP to not make the Hall of Fame if he doesn't make the Hall of Fame.
And he might. He got to a title in college, so they might. That might. You know how to remember. This is basketball. They might. Hell, he was there. He was an MVP.
Do you respect the Basketball Hall of Fame? I'm just asking.
For the sake of this argument,
Yeah.
I do.
Okay.
Ask me tomorrow. I might give you a
Bob
better
G,
answer.
you know you don't respect
I hate it.
You don't
No,
respect
y'all know
that.
I hate it. I'm hard on. I
I've
think
said
it
it
should be
before.
like whatever the sport. Like if I go Barry. Well, obviously that's a whole bad example. But
No. What? I've
Deion
said
Sanders.
this.
We all go yes. Barry Sanders. Yes. Michael Jordan. Yeah. Like it should be obvious people.
Right. And I said before that Silver should that should be his legacy is to have
separate
the NBA.
I agree.
Hall of Fame.
I'm not mad at that.
Adam Silver. That should be what you leave behind, and it doesn't mean that you dismantle.
No,
the
it's over there.
Basketball
We
Hall
have
of
our
Fame,
own wing.
but we have our own thing, and we start like that, and it should be just NBA players.
I'm not mad. Steve DeSager, what do you think about that? What's trending?
about separating the Hall of
Yeah,
Fame?
they're just like
having
starting an
NBA Hall of
because
Fame.
it gets too weird.
It's too muddled now.
No, but I do like the fact that it is, remember, in Springfield, Massachusetts, where basketball started.
No, I'm not trying
So
to
it's
like
the sport,
right? But I'm
and
not
so
trying
it's
to get
whoever
rid of
from
it.
Europe
Right.
or college or whatever high school coaching. It's appropriate that it's there.
But they call them Globetrotters in there. K-Yow.
Real quick, Steve, also, where are you on the Derrick Rose jersey retirement? You're on my side?
I think the one negative would be kind of like Mike Piazza's jersey being retired by the Mets. He played more years elsewhere
Right.
than for the team that retired it. So that's an odd thing.
It doesn't
to me.
make sense. And the other thing, too, is if he wasn't from Chicago, Steve, he would not get his jersey.
That plays a big role.
That plays a huge role, sure.
I'm not naive to that. That's why I say this is a very contextualized conversation.
So who's going to retire James Harden's jersey?
I don't know what strip club is in Magic City.
It's a one in Houston.
No.
The one where, remember, he got to put his jersey
They retired
it
his
was in
jersey
Houston.
on the wall.
That's been retired, man.
Yeah, that one's out there.
How many
Gotta blow
people
the
are still
dust off
playing
that.
while their jersey's retired?
Seriously, because didn't he win an MVP? And
He did
it'll
win
be
an
5 or
MVP.
6 teams, and
Yeah.
I don't know. He'll
That's-
be left off that list.
I'm gonna go when he goes into the Hall of Fame as a Rocket.
Russell Westbrook, it might be the same question.
Thunder. I'm going Thunder and Rockets for the two of those.
So Kevin Durant, Thunder.
Now there, yes, but that's a weird. Stop, Steve. What's trending?
Yeah, there we go.